What is gross profit? As you might remember, when we were talking about the way we came to dividing on different levels of profit, we said that generally speaking, a lot of people are using the operating profit and the interest expense net to get to the net profit. However, in many cases, companies, in order to be able to compare what was the driving force behind generating specific level of operating profit, they need a certain intermediate level here in operating profit. As we said previously, it might be regular versus other, but most often they do it in a different place. And for that, they use the division of costs by stages. So if we look at the division of costs by stages, it roughly looks like this. So we have revenues, then we have cost of goods sold, and then we have selling, general and administrative expenses, and obviously others. And thanks to that, we got to operating income, EBIT. Now, the gross profit is the difference between the revenue and COGS. So the gross profit is intermediate level between the revenue and operating income, and we put it here. This is the difference between the revenue and cost of goods sold. In other words, gross profit tells us how much we have generated profit when we deduct only the costs of buying or producing the products we are selling before we take into account all other costs. And in many cases, the gross profit as an intermediate step becomes a part of the profit and loss statement presented by the firms, and roughly looks like this. So we make a space between the COGS and the other expenses, and we put here the gross profit, which is, as we said, the difference between revenue and COGS. In this way, we can compare two different firms and, for example, see to what extent the change in operating income was due to the change in gross profit or maybe in other costs. Thanks to the gross profit analysis, you can be more precise about what had the biggest impact on the operating income or profit of the company. Was it production costs or the price which we pay for the products, or maybe other costs, the head office and the way we sell it? Now, in terms of alternative names, you can quite often find gross margin and sometimes even a shortcut GM.